For today's Cyber CEO episode,
I'm terrible with social media. So I needed someone, and it's just because I don't love social media. It's not my thing. So I had to make sure it was a cyberbacker that liked social media. And Sandra loves it. So that's awesome. I talk about God a lot, and that's large part of my life. So I needed to make sure that my cyberbacker was on the same page as me. And she is. She's amazing. I absolutely love her. Just in life in general. And when I found out how much of a difference hiring a cyberbacker, how much of a difference it makes in their lives, it just made my life so much bigger. It's just been an amazing journey to watch her grow with me and vice versa. And we get to be there to help each other. She has significantly changed my life more than she will probably ever know. So she's part of my family now. We've changed. That's the biggest thing about Cyberbacker is 2 lives have been changed, not just one. What I thought was going to be overwhelming ended up being so minimal because of you guys. You guys were amazing.
welcome to Cyber CEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. Cyber CEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Okay, another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of Cyber CEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show right now. Barb, how are you doing today?
I'm great, Jello. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you very much for asking. And for, of course, dropping by. I know you have a lot of things to do. We really appreciate your time. So, to let you know, we have a lot of listeners who are also business owners just like you. So I need your help. Can you introduce yourself to our audience? Maybe we can start off with, what's your role in the business, Barb?
My name is Barb H. I'm actually a local here in Colorado, and I'm a realtor. And here we're required to be an associate broker also after 2 years of being in the business. I've been in just about 4 years, almost 4 years. So I was in before COVID started and then went through all the COVID stuff. So I saw the market before, market during, and now after. So I've got pretty good leverage there for sure.
All right, perfect. So been in the real estate world now for 4 years. Am I right? Did I get that right?
Yes, correct.
4 years in the business. Now, how about with virtual leverage? Working with someone virtual. Is this your first time?
Yes. You know what? I do want to add something to that. I was one of those people, one of those agents that said, yeah, I don't think that would ever work for me. I just want to preface it by letting people know that I never thought a virtual assistant would ever work for me.
There. What made you decide to take that leap of faith and, hey, let me try this virtual stuff. Let me dive into this virtual world and see what it can do for my business?
You know, it's twofold. And I'm more than happy to kind of give you not too much details, but at least the gist of it so that you know. A few months ago, I suffered a stroke. Mm-hmm. And when I had the stroke, it changed my business. I was a very go person, mm-hmm. nonstop, worked 7 days a week. Didn't bother me either. I actually loved it. I'm an empty nester. So it was something I've wanted to do for many years. And I love what I do. Mm-hmm. So I was really engaged with that and constantly going. So obviously something medically enhanced like a stroke kind of stops you in your tracks. I had to reevaluate everything. And it was my MAPS coach, 𝗙𝗪𝗏 that said, you know, Barb, I know your heart is still in this. And I think the only way you're going to be able to stay in real estate and really up that level for you is try Cyberbacker. And I even told her no, probably at least 5 times. No, that's not for me. I don't think that's for me. And I think when things just started to, because it's hard to explain and everybody suffers a stroke differently, but my brain, I've had to relearn things and my memory. And she knew that. And she said, I have a cyberbacker. I'm telling you, you'll be so happy. Just what's the worst that could happen? Just try it. So I trusted her and I tried it.
And now you're with your own cyberbacker, of course, supporting you with the business. For how long now have you been with Cyberbacker?
Honestly, I think we're right at 90 days. We're right there, I think.
So yeah. Fairly new partnership then, am I right?
Oh, very new. Very new. Yeah.
Now, I'm curious too, before you even got to work with your Cyberbacker, you went through the whole hiring process with us. So how did that go? How did the experience go?
I want you to know I was extremely impressed. I even said to the first agent that called me from Cyberbacker, that called me back when I was just asking questions. Yeah. I said, I just want to see, like, what does that process look like? Because you know what, here's the problem. My brain's not working right and I can't take on extra stuff. So even to take on like the interview process, I think it's too much for me. I don't think I can handle that right now. And he said the same thing. Look, we can start the process. If it looks like it's too much for you, then we back off and we maybe try it another time. But I was so impressed and continue to be impressed how much the process is so structured and put into place it's there to help me to help my Cyberbacker. Yes. So like that process of hiring and going through and those rapid fire interviews, that was amazing. And then through my rapid fire interviews, I said, gosh, there's two people that I really like. Can I dig deeper into those interviews? Absolutely. Everything was, let's see whatever we can do to make it work for you. Because most agents that do hire Cyberbackers, from what I'm told and from what I've experienced, is they want them to be their transaction coordinators.
Yes.
Well, I come from a large, high-producing team that we have a transaction coordinator. So my needs were a little bit different than others to include my memory. I needed this person to help me with my memory too. So the process was so much smoother than I thought. And what I thought was going to be overwhelming ended up being so minimal because of you guys. You guys were amazing.
And a little painless too, right? Because all you had to do was wait for the profiles, also talk to the Cyberbackers and just make that choice, right?
Yeah. And the biggest thing is, and I think it just comes from years of being in management before I even got into real estate. I had to do a lot of interviews, and you need to be yourself when you're interviewing those people too, because you want to make sure that they're going to be a right fit for you and vice versa, right?
Yes, definitely. Because again, you're going to be working with this person, with this Cyberbacker almost every day of the week. So personalities and values really have to match, of course.
Yes.
Now, next question. What are the tasks that you leverage off to your Cyberbacker? What are these, let's say, top 3 things that you leverage off to her?
Literally, because of my memory, I had to tell her right up front that this is what I'm dealing with. And you may have to remind me a few things over and over again. No problem. And I do want to say this too, like during the interview process, I had to make sure it was somebody that had the same faith as I did. That was important to me. That may not be important to everyone, but that was important to me because I talk about God a lot, and that's large part of my life. So I needed to make sure that my Cyberbacker was on the same page as me. And she is. She's amazing. I absolutely love her. She's become not only somebody working, she's my teammate. Like she's become a friend. So that's the other part. But so that relationship is one thing that she did for me for sure. So helping with my memory was a top thing. My database was all kinds of, because I was working so much and so hard, my database wasn't getting the attention that it needed. So we really needed to clean that up. And I am terrible with social media. so I needed someone, and it's just because I don't love social media. It's not my thing. I know that about myself. So I had to make sure it was a Cyberbacker that liked social media, and Sandra loves it. So that's awesome.
Perfect. Again, so basically she has her hands in almost everything in the business, and almost.
Yes, almost everything. And I know we'll get there. Yeah. This first 90 days, it's a lot, and I want her to be successful so we can be successful together.
Yes.
And because of that, we've been right away. That's the other thing. That's the other cool part is like your team on the back side of it sends you, the agent, reminders. Hey, these things are going to help you run your business for your Cyberbacker. Hey, don't forget to do this. They send you these little videos too as reminders and all those things. And look, and I'm a pretty organized person. Yeah. I thought I wouldn't need that. I needed it more than I knew. So it helped me know what was going to help her. We came up with a list. We made sure we adhered to that list. We talk about it at least once a week. It's just been really, really good that everything that you guys have on your end is formatted to help me to design that to make that a good relationship.
Yes. But I think, especially in this type of a partnership, one of the most important things is, of course, you as well, on how you treat your cyberbacker, how you create that partnership with her, and vice versa. Because it's going to be the two of you who's going to be in front of each other most of the time, in communication most of the time. So it's really the both of you that really needs to work on the partnership. We're here to help you out. That's it. But the people who have to work on it really are the both of you, of course. And we're very happy to hear that you have found your perfect match. Now, talking about your perfect match, your perfect cyberbacker, for sure she's going to be able to watch this once we have this on social media. So we'd like to know, what do you like most about her? What's the first thing that comes to mind when we talk about your cyberbacker?
Oh my gosh, I don't want to get emotional. I think the biggest thing that I realized within about 30 days of hiring her, maybe not even that long, is that how much, and that's important to me because I love people, and I love to pay it forward just in life in general. And when I found out how much of a difference hiring a cyberbacker, how much of a difference it makes in their lives, it just made my life so much bigger. Like it's just been an amazing journey to watch her grow with me and vice versa. And like that we get to be there to help each other. And, I've heard of other people say, my first cyberbacker wasn't, the right fit for me, and you know what? That's okay.
Yes,
that's okay. But I think that the way that everything's structured for you to find your perfect match is really what the core of that is. That's the foundation to get you where you want to be. She has significantly changed my life more than she will probably ever know. Honestly. And I do tell her all the time how much I appreciate her. And look, it's 90 days. I've known her only 90 days. So it's not like we know each other really, really well yet. We're still working on some things, but it's kind of a cool thing to try to figure those things out. And she sent me a picture of her family, like in the mail. That was awesome. So I have that up on my refrigerator with my other friends and families. And so she's part of my family now. We've changed. That's the biggest thing about Cyberbacker is 2 lives have been changed in this, not just one. Yeah.
Yes, definitely true. I like what you mentioned there, part of your family. And that's the exciting part. Only been working for 90 days. Imagine what you can do in like the next year or 2.
Yes, that's exactly. Joe, that's exactly what I think about all the time. And her and I talk about that. Gosh. Even when she's like, oh, I don't think that this is quite the way you want it. Well, that's okay. We're still getting to know each other. Can you imagine what this is going to look like, 8, 10, 12 months from now? Holy moly. I mean, it's boundless possibilities for us, really.
Sky is the limit. And we here at Cyberbacker are looking forward to seeing this growth between you and your cyberbacker. Of course, we're very excited to see that. And again, Barb, thank you very much for dropping by. I know you're very busy. Thank you very much for being here. I hope to see you soon. I'll talk to you real soon. All right?
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of CyberCEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.